Good morning. This is a video of my 1996 Gibson Silver Queen houseboat that's for sale. And just in an effort of kind of full disclosure, I want to make this video so potential buyers know everything that they possibly can so they can bid in confidence. Hope this video turns out. I'm a real rookie at this, so please don't be critical of the videography, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so here's the boat. You're looking at the at the front deck area, and let's see. We'll go ahead and walk down to the dock here. Let me back up. You can see, okay, up top, there's the upper helm. You see a spotlight right there. You can it's remotely controlled, so you turn it on and direct it from the helm. And here's the deck area. Okay, you can see we've got 3 cleats. One right here. Yep, one right there. Another one up front, which is relatively large for tying off the anchor. Another one over here. And I'll kind of move to this side a little bit. We've got the required plastic lawn furniture, required on every houseboat. So there you go. There's 3 entrances, port, starboard, and front. And you see the little safety chains that you close when you're underway and that you open when you're at dock. So here we are. We've got a Danforth anchor up front. This isn't overexposed, right about there. And it when I first bought the boat, I thought, holy cow, that little anchor isn't going to hold this boat, but it does. It does a very nice job, actually. We've got an anchor rod that goes down through an opening in the deck, and then down. There's the relatively large cleat you can you tie off the anchor to, and there's a little rub piece of metal there that keeps from chafing the anchor line. The anchor rod comes down through, and it's in this little hatch right here, as well as just some other fenders and lines and that such. Up top here, we've got a little light. See if I can turn it on. There we go. You probably can't see it. Nah, it's too bright out here. Anyway, a little light. It goes white and our red. Turn on white if you want a lot of light, and red if you want to, if you're cruising at night and don't want to disrupt your night vision. We've also got actually mirrors. There's a mirror right there and another one over here that works pretty well for seeing alongside the boat when you're cruising. This boat will actually pull skiers if you really wanted to. But anyway, those are nice to have. Down here, that's the inlet for the fresh water supply, and you can also attach to dock water with that other adapter, and there's also a power wash if you want to wash down the outside of the boat. With that other connector there. So there we are. It's about we got a little bell right here, right? Ow! Don't do that. That was really rather rude. Okay, what else? We're going to pop inside here, and let me show. We've actually got a front door light here. There you go. Interesting, right? We never use it, but it's there. DC powered. So let's go ahead and pop in the. We've also got a. So right here. We've got a front door alarm, or front door bell if you want to use it. It's, neighbors do that. You push on it. It's relatively annoying early in the morning. Okay, so here we are. Here's the, when you pop in, here's the helm. And you can see it's twin engine. You've got the twin shifters, the black knobs. You've got twin throttles, the red knobs in the middle. We've got, if we get a closer look over here, we've got tack, we've got water temperature, engine temperature, and we've also got oil and amp charge alternator lights for both starboard and port engines. If you look over here, it's an intercom that goes upstairs to the flybridge. If you need a drink, you can use that and talk down to the stewardess, who will hopefully bring you a drink. Here's a compass. Behind my sunglasses here is the automatic bilge pump that's aft, and this is a very, very dry boat. This never runs, as well as a fuse. So you can turn it manual if you want, or back to auto. It never runs. Here's the hour meters. We've got 1279. And 12 looks like 83. In the middle there, we've got engine synchronizer of the old type. It works really well. Sometimes simple is better. We've got a sniffer right there. That sniffer is in op. I installed another sniffer over here. It's a new Fireboy sniffer because the sending device for that sniffer is no longer manufactured. Here we've got a little LED clock and a bunch of toggle switches that are for blower, pump, 12-volt power supply. This turns on the stereo upstairs, running lights, docking lights, and so on right there. What else? That's about it. Some toggles that turn on the gauges for the fly bridge. And that's about it. Down here we've got the lower helm steering wheel, as well as an upper helm steering wheel upstairs. Don't know if you can see that or not. That's a rudder indicator. Actually, this has IOs, so it's an IO outdrive indicator. Let you know where they're positioned when you're docking. So when you put it in forward or reverse, you know which way the aft end is going to move. That's a little speaker, cigarette lighter, and that's a little speaker for the VHF. And over here, there's 3 switches for a mid-light, light. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hot water heater and a battery charger. So let's go up here. This speaker actually goes to the VHF, right here, this little guy, which works. So up here you've got sort of the radio complement. You've got a VHF, you've got a hailer, you've got a depth sounder. Hope you can see that, a depth sounder. It's an old type, but it works. So hey, if it works, I generally leave it there and leave it working. We've got a hailer right there, and we've got, believe it or not, a CB radio. A CB radio, yeah. Not a lot of use for it, but hey, it's on board. So that's everything up top. You've also got this little light here. Now, I thought this was kind of weird at first, but what it is, it's a red lens light, and it shines down onto the lower helm area. And if you're traveling at night and you wanted to see something and not disrupt your night vision, you just turn that little guy on. I didn't think it had much use when I first bought the boat, but then I realized that it's got some use. Okay, moving on. Here we've got, let's see, what do we have here? A water gauge, we've got pressure for the air horn, and we've got the sniffer. I talked about that. Little fire extinguisher, little holding area for the stuff that always ends up on your bridge. Here we've got an L-shaped lounge, which was the primary bed for the previous owner. They always slept up here. We tried it. It works. I'm 6'1", and it's big enough. It just, you know, we preferred more of a real bed, if you will, and that's back in the aft stateroom. We'll talk about that in a minute. And all this, by the way, all the screens. Let me turn around. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. All the screens, you know, windows and screens, and that all go with the boat, and all the windows are screened and such. So there you go. Now, without making you dizzy, let me turn around back here. We've got, this is an aft sort of a shelf area. You can see some books there, a little light, a little AC powered light, and a little wine holder. We pulled the wine off because it's winter and we don't want it to freeze. We've got windows obviously on back. You can see the window coverings are these blinds. They're all the way around the upper helm on all the windows, and they all work. They're not they're not damaged in any way or missing, you know, little pieces of string or whatever. They all work real well. Here we've got an AC powered light. We've also got a DC powered light right there. Okay, and gosh, that's about it. This is a little surface area. A lot of people just sit there, you know, when you're cruising along in the lower helm, they'll sit there. We also kind of make this the little adult beverage bar, if you will. But of course we pulled all that off now that it's winter. Here's a little seat that flips up for the captain if you're driving from the lower helm. And down here, this is a hatch to sort of a mid-level area. And down here is a hot water heater, 100-gallon freshwater tank, pump for the water systems and so forth. So that's pretty much the upper helm area. When we go down, we've got 3 steps right here down to the lower area, as is typical on most 36-foot boats. Okay, as I back up, you can see the helm area, and I'll see if I can give you a good picture of kind of the hallway and in the kitchen. There's some still photographs on, what was it, Photo Bucket or something like that. I've got the URL out on the ad, so this is just sort of the movie portion of that, right? Okay, so here we go. That's the hallway and the kitchen. Right here we've got a little cutting surface, a little surface area. If I pop this up, we get a 3-burner stove. All 3 burners work. We generally make, you know, eggs in the morning or at night, maybe some pasta in that. You've got a vent fan and light here. All those work. See, there's the light. Hear the fan coming on. Turn those off. And down here we've got a range. It also has a rotisserie. Why you need a rotisserie is beyond me, but it has one. Okay, you can see here's the oven, and it's all clean and stuff. So yeah, we just throw pizza in there every once in a while, but it doesn't get a lot of use. Here you've got sink, twin bowl sink, which is kind of good for doing dishes to have two sinks there. Let me go ahead and put this back down. And over here you've got some additional countertop and a microwave. Don't know what to tell you about the microwave, except it's a microwave. Okay. Above the kitchen there's an AC and DC powered light. There's the AC side and there's the DC side. So it works if you're on shore power or our batteries. Up here, a little smoke detector, and we've got AC and reverse cycle heat right here. Now, I'll tell you, this AC works really good. I mean, on even a hot day, you can hang meat in here. But the heat on these things is really kind of lukewarm. But it does add some heat. But what really heats up the boat in the winter is this is a little baseboard heater right here. Actually, it's pretty powerful. And another one right back here. So we'll come out in winter. You know, it'll be 10 degrees outside. We'll turn on all three heaters and, you know, cook up some pasta, drink some wine, and, you know, we're comfortable in here. Okay, here's the head. I'm trying to move quickly. Countertop, sink, right, medicine cabinet. Why they call it a medicine cabinet, I have no idea. Fluorescent light up top. Got a little outlet over here for, I don't know, shaver and, you know, blow dryer, that sort of stuff. There's another outlet over here for that sort of stuff, you know, shaver, blow dryer. Here's the head. It's winterized right now. And we've got a shower, which is the typical shower, you know, with a wand, hot and cold water, and that's about it. We've also got a little night light up here. You know, if you have guests aboard and, you know, they need to use the restroom at night, and turn that little night light on so they can find their way around. Also, there's a little night light over here on the steps. And the switch is up top, so I can't reach it right now. So if you have guests aboard, they can, you know, see the steps and you know, safety issue there. Here's the fridge. I would say it's a large fridge for a boat, but it's not a full-size fridge like you'd see in your home. It's kind of like a efficiency fridge. Here's the inside of the fridge. Not much in there. Got some waters. I may grab a water, and we've got freezer up here. There you go. Don't know what else I can tell you about that. Works. There's the closet. It's the closet is actually, there's a DC light right here, and the closet. You know, you've got the closet portion there. You've got one, two, three little drawers there. You got some storage over here as well for shoes and that sort of stuff. Right here, you've got the breaker panel. It takes two 30-amp inputs, and down here, you probably can't see it. Probably not important either way. It's a little handhold that goes through the valve, through the hull valves. It allows you to reach them and open and close them for winterization. So anyway, pretty big closet. Actually, it's pretty. Oh, hi, hey, how are you? It's pretty big. You can actually kind of stand in there if you want to. Okay, here's the aft stateroom. Sounds pretty impressive, doesn't it? Relatively large bed. I'm 6'1", about 200, 210, and it's comfortable, kind of for the wife and I. Got a little counter right here. Phone works. This is wired for telephone. We talked about the heater, and above that, this is where the doorbell alarm is. It's actually right there at the left side, and there's another speaker right there for the VHF radio. The previous owner just liked listening to the VHF radio wherever he is. That turns the VHF radio on, and that turns a light on in the engine compartment. And there's a little storage area right here. There's a stereo, speaker, and that's stereo, AM, FM, and 8-tracks. So if you have any Beatles 8-tracks, you can certainly play them. And back up a little bit. We've got a little bit of furniture back here. The wife just kind of covered those chairs with nautical stuff, nautical fabric. And the cool thing about this area is it was configured first. When we bought it, there was a dinette here, and there was a sofa here that converted to a bed. And we weren't real hip on that configuration, so we pulled that stuff out and we put this in. So my point is, you can pretty much configure this as you want, and getting the bed in and out is really pretty easy, because there's a sliding door back here, right? And you just open the door, and it's easy entrance and exit for all the furniture if you may want to reconfigure this. So anyway, that's about all I can think of.